morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. You can see me. Hello, surprise. Morning, Jamie. Morning, Faisal. How are you? How are we doing? Did we have a good weekend? Just see how this is sitting on there. Actually, no, purple. Hi, Natalie. Good morning. How are you? 3 months. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, I thought I would get a face cam so you guys could see me, which almost sounds a little bit sort of like, hey, look at me. No, it was something I'd been thinking about for a while, because something I experienced sort of living away from my family. I've always lived like 4 hours away from my family. And we obviously just used to do phone calls to sort of keep in touch. And all we could hear was a voice, and you very much sense that distance, right? So I thought we started to do video calls with one another, and it just felt like we just felt more connected, sort of thing. And so I thought, okay, that's what I'm going to do. So instead of just hearing a voice, I thought we could be a little bit more connected. So how is everybody? Did you have a good weekend? Day off after an 8-day stint. Oh my god. I hope you're just gonna sort of lounge around in bed and do nothing today then. I bet you are happy, yeah. Absolutely. I would be too. It was good until oh. Yeah. I woke up yesterday morning, probably like lots of other people, and just sort of realised what had happened, and oh, that was such a shock. I was so sad. And it's weird because it's like, it shouldn't affect you. You don't know these people, I never knew him personally. I never met him. I never had any interactions with him. But we went years in our house with Friends on as sort of like background TV. And it was just... He was your idol in sarcasm. I loved it. Yeah, exactly. He was very quick verbally. I mean, obviously he had really good writers, but I think he was quite a comedic person privately anyway. But it just used to remind me of my older brother, because my older brother is exactly the same, and he's very quick verbally and is very, very funny. And it was just such a shock. And then to sort of go on to like TikTok and things, and people have put so many sort of memorial like videos up of him, like their favorite scenes of him. And there were some that had done like some really sad music and everything that sort of went with it, and it was just it was just really, really sad. I mean, I think they said on the autopsy that his cause of death was inconclusive. So it's like, well, if he did have a cardiac arrest, there would be evidence of that in his heart. So I know they said there was no illegal drugs on the premises, but there were prescription drugs. So, you know, I don't know. None of us know. It did make me wonder, out of all the friends, I mean, I'm sure he was friends with, Courtney and Lisa and Jennifer and David and Matt, but it did make me feel for Matt LeBlanc the most, because they had such a good friendship on the show, and I thought, if anyone's going to feel it the most, it's going to be them two. Yeah, he was so young. I mean, he was what, 54? Something like that? Morning, Hayley. How are you? Okay. Who, me? Oh yeah, I definitely know him for sure. She never watched Friends. I mean, I think most people have seen Friends, haven't they? I mean, I think if you haven't seen Friends, you're kind of a little bit of a unicorn, maybe. You're good but sleepy and you want to go back to bed. Did everyone remember that the clocks changed and went back? I completely forgot. I sort of woke up Sunday morning and looked at the clock at the side of my bed that didn't automatically change the time, and it said like 8:10, and I was like, oh, okay, I've had a nice little sleep in. Got up, went downstairs, and then realised when I turned on my iPad that I'd gotten up quite early. I think I need to use black. Yes, that's better, because otherwise it looked... Using the dark sepia was okay, but it was starting to look a little bit muddy. I don't like muddy. Not when I want to get like these jewel kind of colours. You rewatch Friends once every 2 years. You definitely didn't think I forgot about streaming today. No, of course not. Just that our clock's changed. Mine are automatic. Didn't know they were even changing. Well, I used to have this ritual with my dad when he was alive. He would call me the day before and just say, remember the clocks go back, or remember the clocks go forward, don't forget to change your clocks. And obviously twice a year he would do this, every year. And now he's not around to sort of remind me, and it's a silly little thing. It's one of those silly little things that just sort of makes you miss the little rituals that you had. You didn't even realise they were a ritual. So I completely forgot all about it. I don't think I saw anything about the clocks changing in the run up to it either, and it was just sort of like, yeah, I don't know. Speaking of uncultured, yes, I heard about this. Your daughter has never heard of Terry Wogan, so I'm convinced she's not actually British. Yes, she told me about that. Yeah. I had to tell her who he was. But yeah, I was quite surprised that she didn't know who he was either. I mean, how did you even get onto the subject of Terry Wogan? He is a goddamn Sir. Oh, Sir Terry Wogan. Yeah, sorry. Is he an actor? No, he was like a talk show host. He also does the Children in Need. Well, he used to do the Children in Need thing. And he was Irish? Was he Irish? I can't remember. Yeah, he was on the radio too. Radio 2. Is he Radio 2 or Radio 4? Morning, Matthew. How are you? She also didn't know who Michelle Keegan is. Yeah, yeah, because she came downstairs and said to me, she went, Mum, do you know who Michelle Keegan is? And I went, yeah. And she went, how do you know? How do you know? Because I've been on this planet longer than you. I'm doing well. Looks marvellous as always. Oh, thanks, Matthew. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this section is going yet. But I'm just trying to darken it. I really need to sort of darken the black. And then bring those jewel tones in a little bit stronger, I think. So we will get there. He hosted Children in Need, so clearly you lot just hate Children in Need. Do you know, we didn't really watch Children in Need. I also get the feeling, did he do something called This Is Your Life? Was that, I know Michael Aspel did it, but who did it before him? Was that Terry Wogan? I can't remember. I need to leave this section up here quite blue.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Oh. I hate when that happens. When I break the pencil on the paper because it leaves a little indent. The Valo Rage on Facecam. Oh, so we can now see your face reaction when you play Valo. Oh my god. Yeah. That's a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, there will be Valo Rage. I was going to stream a little bit with the Facecam yesterday. I'm gonna play a little bit of Valo. I was trying to get Nick involved, but he was like, "Oh, I don't want to do competitive," and I thought there was only like one day before the act resets, so I just thought, oh, there's no point in doing competitive because it's going to change anyway, so we'll do more of that. More of that later on this week, maybe. But yes, prepare for the face rage. Other times where I nearly go to swear, but don't quite swear. But you'll see me. If you can lip read, then you might notice. I don't watch TV either. But you did watch the children movie, the one with guns in space. That doesn't really narrow it down, Faisal. What children's movie are you talking about? With guns in space. Oh, Star. Guns in space. Star Wars. Okay, is that how we're describing it? Okay. Right, I'm trying to add the purple quite thickly now. I'm using quite a lot of hard pressure here to sort of make sure that these colours stand out when I bring in the black quite definitively. Oh, and the drawing challenge starts today, guys. So you said you were up for it, so the drawing challenge starts today. So I've given you a really easy one to start with. Given you a duck, because you all seem to love ducks so much. So he bullies you for liking Star Wars. Look, I don't mind the first 3 that came out, but when they started doing the modern ones, I just got so bored by them. Right, I'm going to add some little bits of blue. I think you need extra sleep. Don't leave. You can't expose how absolute dog do you are at drawing. Yes, you can, Jamie, and you can put it into the Discord channel. It doesn't matter how dog do people are at drawing, it's just a bit of fun. And it allows you to but it allows me to see what you guys can do. And it's fun. It's all for a laugh. I was quite pleased with my was it yesterday's Inktober? Word was massive. And I thought, how do you draw massive? And I thought, I'm not very good at drawing people, and so I thought, I just had this image when I was thinking of massive, of all those jokes about, you know, men who go fishing and say, oh, I caught a fish and it was this big. So I thought, right, okay, let's actually draw an absolute massive fish, and I can hide the human behind it and I don't have to draw a human. So just realising you have a face cam. You're on the ball. You're on the ball today then, Faisal. Clearly. Right. Let's go in with the black. So yes, you have all day to share your drawing of a duck. I'm going to see if I can get Becca to join in as well. So I'm trying to look at what this looks like on camera. Sometimes it looks slightly different in person than what it does on the camera, which is weird. It's so damn cold. We've just been having this like torrential rain. I was out walking Rosie yesterday, sort of in between the showers, and I was coming through like this small estate, and the one road that I could take out as an exit, there was no other way for me to sort of head back towards my house. I turned into it, and it was just completely and utterly underwater, and I was like, oh, I didn't have wellies on, and I was like, well, I can't turn back, because if I turn back and go back the way I've come, that's an extra half an hour out of my way to go all the way around this block to sort of come back to the house. So I thought, I've got to get through it somehow. And there was a very small, thin grass verge on one side where the water had come up over the curb and was sort of inching onto this grass verge. And I thought, I'm just going to have to walk on there then. But it was sort of like where the verge went, there was a little bit of path, and then it went to someone's front garden, that they had an open front garden, and I was like, I didn't want them to think that I was just walking in their front garden. So Rosie happily splashed through the puddles. She was more than happy to splash through the puddles. She was having a whale of a time. But I had to sort of like inch over this grass, and all the squelching. The squelching was not good. Another storm on the way this week, some more rain. Yeah, I know. Apparently we've now got Storm Kieran, I think, is the new one that we've got to worry about. It's going to get us for the rest of this week. I'm just hoping it isn't raining at midday, because I don't have the car and I've got to go and get my COVID jab midday today, and it's going to take me a half-hour walk at least to get to the chemist that's doing it. So yeah, so I'm hoping it doesn't rain then. Just trying to see, does this look better with or without the light on? Hang on, let me just see. Doesn't really make much of a difference to you guys. Okay. I was just wondering if I could see the colours differently on the screen without that light. Okay. Yeah, so more rain for the rest of the week. Joy. Got one load of muddy work clothes in. Time for a coffee and maybe some pancakes. Ooh, that sounds like a plan, Natalie. I've got my brother coming to visit me at the end of this week, so he's driving down on Friday and staying until Sunday. So we were hoping for better weather, because the last time he came, which was back in July, which I think would have been a nice time for someone to come visit you because it's the middle of the British summer, it absolutely tipped it down the entire time he was here. So we didn't really get to go anywhere or do anything apart from go out in the car and point things out, because we couldn't actually sort of get out and go and look around places because it was just absolutely tipping it down. And now he's coming at the end of this week, and all we've had is storms and rain, and I just kind of feel that there's going to be a bit of a theme when it comes to Brian's visits. Morning, Artsman. How are you? I liked your bear, the bear that you put in Discord. I really, really like that. Oh my god, Natalie, that is so random. 5 ducks in a music band wearing ties. Oh my god. Oh my god. You just like to make things difficult. Hang on. 5 ducks. 5 ducks in a music band wearing ties. So have all the ducks got to have instruments? Well, thank you. I'm going to add more to it and I'll repost it. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the face cam is now here. Right, so five ducks. So a little bit like Take That, right? Ducks with okay, so this duck can have like oh god, how do you draw a guitar? It's going to take me forever just to do this now. This is the worst guitar you have ever seen. But you know, there are things, what is it? Little bits of wire. Looks more like a pigeon. Okay, so there's one. Let's have got to have the singer. So don't worry about if you can't draw a duck, because neither can I. Oh, what am I doing? That's almost like a chicken foot. Oh my god. He's the singer. That's one, that's two. 5 you wanted. It was intentional. Boost our morale after you did the challenge. Okay. Hang on, you can't see it. Let's just put it there for now. There's 1, 2. What other instruments are there? Drums? How do I do a drum kit? With like a... Oh my god, I can't believe you're making me do this. This is like so bad. I can't even think about how they're... This is so bad. One on drums. What other? Name me some instruments. Got a singer. There's usually 2 on guitar, right? Just trying to move it up so you can see. Let's do... Another one. Let's call it. Like a massive guitar. With wonky strings. There's 4. A harp. Cool. Okay. Because I can hide the duck behind the harp, right? Mind you, it's a bit of a rock band. I can't think there'd be a harp with drums, bass guitar, other guitar. It's called singer, drums. Oh, sax. Sax. What does the sax look like? Lots of buttons and things. I don't know how many buttons or things it's got, so don't come at me. I don't know. There we go. So we've got a very bad band of ducks. Where am I going to put that? There. Like that. So what do we call our band? I mean, they've got to have a name, right? The Quaxon Five. I like it. Okay. Quaxon Five. That is going on Discord. Oh no, look, I've left all these marks on my own paper now. Yikes. Cool. Okay. That was funny. Clap, clap. I just heard there was a tornado in Littlehampton over the weekend. That's the second tornado this year for them. Really? Not that one. The other purple. That's crazy. It's a good thing this paper can take lots of layers. Did it cause any damage, that tornado? I didn't hear anything about that. So what was everybody's favourite Matthew Perry moment, then? For those of you that saw Friends, what was your favourite episode with him, or your favourite scene with him? I think the one that always used to make me laugh the most was when he goes to Joey's tailor and he sort of makes out that the tailor sort of felt him up, and Joey didn't realise that you don't get measured up the way that Joey's tailor would measure guys up, and that they should be in prison if they did. And that one, just every time I would watch that episode, that would be my favourite bit. Just the look on Matthew Perry's face when he comes back from having this tailor's appointment He sort of comes in and he sort of slams the door and everything. That was always guaranteed to make me laugh. I kind of feel that I'm sort of getting there with some of these jewel colours. The secret seems to be go dark with them, but that was a really scary thing to do at the beginning, so I didn't. This is really bad now, but you love the scene where he's made to stay in the box. Oh, when he went out with Kathy, but didn't tell Joey. That one. Yeah, that's really good actually. He gets across a lot of emotion in that scene without even speaking, and you can't even see him, for crying out loud. And when Kathy leaves and he sort of pokes his finger out the box and just sort of does that sort of goodbye thing, and Joey finally takes pity on him and tells him to go after her. That's really good. Yeah, I like that one too. Exactly, to convey that much emotion without being seen is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. And yet I never run into Beyonce when he moved house and found out his neighbour was Janis. Oh yeah, the whole small world comment. Yeah. That is something that we've used in real life when people say, oh, small world. And I automatically think that, but I never run into Beyonce. There is so much from that show that we use as like running jokes in our house. I mean, obviously there's the whole pivot thing. If we're moving furniture, we do the whole pivot thing. What do you mean, Haley? What TV show are we on about? Friends. My God, Friends. Have you not seen it? Are you one of those rare unicorn people that have never seen Friends? It's reposted. You didn't add much to it, but something I wanted to do. You've never watched Friends either? Oddsman, but you're American. You should have seen it. Hang on, let me go and have a look at your. Don't switch. Let's have a look. Oh, I see. So you added more to the background and stuck in the moon. That's really cool. Excellent. We also do the whole you're leaving. Please stay, Faisal. Whenever we do something in our house and say one of us thinks the same way as someone else, like, oh, we've understood or we say the same thing at the same time. We always go unagi. So we do that an awful lot. People probably think we're a bit weird and think unagi, what are they going on about? But there is so much of Friends in our house. Because like I said, it was just always on as sort of like that background show. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this cheek, but just trying to get the colours right. You might be able to see it better when I've done the photo at the end and stick the photo of the stream progress. It might look better in the photo. It's hard to tell with this light directly above it. Sometimes you'll throw down a bazinga in a chat from Big Bang Theory. Now, you see, Big Bang Theory, those are my people. Big Bang Theory. Yeah, I love Big Bang. What do we use from Big Bang? Becca and I are big fans of Big Bang. What do we use from Big Bang Theory? So I've got to shift gears now. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I have a cushion on the couch in the lounge that has the Big Bang Theory logo on it, and it said that's my spot, and that's where I sit because that is my spot. The D&D episode. Now I like the D&D episode where Howard is the dungeon master and he does all of his impressions because he's really, really good at those impressions. And I think the episode where they invent rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, and Sheldon, he's explaining the rules for rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, and he does, rock beats scissors, and he does all the hand gestures, so lizard and all that sort of stuff, and he just goes through the whole thing. And how he remembered that, I dread to think how many takes that took of, well, just remembering this long stream of rules but with the motions and drawing the figures with his hands and everything. It was just really, really good. How dare you compare one of the great TV shows of all time to a bad movie? Big Bang Theory is where you leave. No, don't go, Jamie. Big Bang Theory is awesome. It's taken me 20 minutes just to get the ingredients together for my pancakes. But think of how good they will be when you finally get to eat them. I feel like if when I'd been at school, I would have met Howard and Sheldon, and because I belonged to the chess club, I belonged to the geeks clubs. And stood out hugely for being like the only girl. Your nephew bought me the Diablo 4 game. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen trailers for Diablo 4, if it's the correct one I'm thinking about. It does look really, really good. Good of your nephew. I just had your regular friends. We play D&D on the weekends. Definitely not popular. No. I never had anyone to play D&D with, so I never really got to play it. I really wanted to get into it, but like no one was willing to accept a girl into the ranks. Right, I just need an underlayer under here. I have no idea if this section of the bird is successful or not. I really don't know. I don't think it's as good as some of my other drawings. But it's all trial and error, right? Don't be afraid to try. That's why I can't wait to see an absolute bevy of ducks in Discord later. It's never too late to start. Some people play it with their kids. My favourite... I didn't really have a favourite D&D character. I guess I always wanted to play like a Gandalf type character, like a wizard. So I guess I could draw that. Hang on, let me just finish putting this in. Right, I keep leaving marks. I need to get like one of those artist glove things. That's really annoying me. Right, okay. Let me draw. Or just draw one that you'd like to play. A D&D stream with James. Oh my god. You'll pester him until he does. Jared plays D&D. He gets together with his friends and plays D&D, but I've never actually played it with anybody, so I wouldn't even know the rules, I wouldn't even know what I'm doing. It was just something I always wanted to do, but you know. Right, so I'm going to do like a Gandalf type character, okay, so this is so bad. I hate this hat that I've put on him. It's meant to be like a proper wizard's hat, but it's like, looks more like something that a dwarf should have. And he needs really big, like, bushy eyebrows. Let's give him beard there as well that goes down the side. And this can be his staff of magic, because all wizard types have got like a weird staff with something tied around there, and just something dangling off there, and his hands are in his pocket. He's got a pocket there we go, so I don't have to draw a hand. There we go. He's got a weird kind of, I like this bit, but I don't like this bit. So that's not too bad. Granted, you haven't played in years, but you used to DM. Oh, okay, that's cool. There are also other tabletop games other than D&D that are simpler. Yeah, I know. We went into a shop in London when we were there in August that was called the Orc's Nest. So, hang on. Orc's Nest, and Google it if you can. It's an amazing shop that was just full of tabletop games. There was just so many in there. I could have spent hours in there, and we went back to it a few times. It was really good. Also, you can buy the beginner's box set with pre-generated characters in it. Should have the rules in there. Yes, I know. And you can also do D&D online. I know that you can, because I have, geek that I am, I have looked into it. So I think I would like to do that eventually. But it's fitting it in. It's fitting it in with everything else, because obviously I do this. I have to do my writing. I like to play Valorant. CSGO, and any other games that sort of take my fancy, and also have to be, a wife and a mum and run a house and all the other stuff that goes with that. So trying to fit in D&D, which I suspect might take me quite a lot of time. I don't know if I've actually got time for it, but anyway, there we go. So so that is where I'm going to leave it for today, chat. I'm going to go off and have my COVID jab in about an hour and 20 minutes. And I will see you all tomorrow. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a lovely rest of your day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So take care, everybody. Bye. Bye.